Outdoors Delmarva covers everything outdoors,
including real hunting and fishing situations involving wildlife.
We do our best each week to bring you tasteful content,
but viewer discretion is advised.
Now enjoy the show.
Bridgeville becomes the Old West for the Single Action Shooting Society's Delaware State Championships.
We celebrate May Day with a stroll through downtown Lewes with the ladies of Lewes in Bloom.
Scorchy Taws takes us to the marshlands of Somerset County to see if spring has truly sprung.
And we'll head up to Killens Pond State Park to begin our trading card journey this summer.
Outdoors Delmarva starts right now.
Welcome to Outdoors Delmarva, the show that celebrates our communities, our cultures and traditions, and the places we call home. My name is Jason Lee.
And I'm Lauren Hitch.
Lauren, Memorial Day weekend is next weekend. Can you believe it?
Ooh, I'm so excited. I have so much to do to get ready for the big barbecue. Got to go to the grocery store, get hot dogs, hamburgers. I got to prep the grill.
I couldn't help but notice Invite Jason wasn't on that list.
That's because last year you were invited and you devoured all the Jello shots and then sang Battle Hymn of the Republic on top of my neighbor's shed.
Hey, I got a standing ovation for that.
Yeah, from the fire department that was there to make sure you didn't break your neck.
Tomato, tomato.
This is Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. And now, here are Jason Lee and Lauren Hitch.
I don't always get to wear my cowgirl boots, but when I do, I'm always sure to get them a little dusty.
And that'll happen whenever the Single Action Shooting Society breezes into town.
We're here in Bridgeville, and I've got my cowgirl hat and my boots on because we're doing some shooting this weekend,
That's
aren't we?
right, we are.
This is Corkscrew Tom, and he's talking about a great event going on this weekend here in Bridgeville. Tell us all about it.
All right, well, this is the state cowboy action shooting event. It's all single action guns, pistols, and pistol caliber rifles and shotgun. So we shoot 6 stages on tomorrow and then 4 on Sunday, and there's different, you can see our targets are set up different.
Right.
So we shoot them in a certain order, certain gun in a certain order, and it's all timed.
There's something for everyone, a category for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, we have a young boy coming, I can't remember how old he is, but he's 12, 13. He started when he was like 9.
Wow.
So yeah, he's a really good shooter too.
I got to tell you, are the veteran shooters better or the young guns?
Well, when you get to be those guys' ages, yeah, there's veteran shooters that are really, really fast. There are young shooters that are really, really fast, and then there's in between. And it doesn't matter. You come out, you play your game, you have fun, you know?
And is the setup always a little different?
Yes. Yeah,
So talk about the setup this year.
Well,
We got a church here, beautiful stained glass window.
yeah, we do have new stained glass windows in the church. Every stage is different. So we have a mine shaft, we have a church, we have a cantina, that's a saloon, and then we've got just a couple with fences.
And that's also part of the fun in it, right?
Yeah.
Setting up these props and things like that.
Well, yesterday in 90-degree weather, it wasn't a whole lot of fun, I can tell you.
And the winners of the categories, what do they get?
Well, this year we have for first, second, and third place in each category, we have a nice gun cleaning kit that we have our logo on, and then you have a plaque that says, you know, first place gunfighter or first place senior duelist or whatever. Then third or fourth and fifth is a smaller wooden plaque. The top Delaware State men's and women's get a nice belt buckle from SAS.
Oh, nice.
And the top shooters, overall top shooters, male and female, I do leather work, so I made a leather covered stool with our logo on it, and each they'll get that.
And how do you sign up for an event like this? How do you get to become a shooter?
Well, we have monthly events that we shoot every third Sunday here at Bridgeville, and if you wanted to do the state shoot, we post it and people can sign up, you know, if they've been doing cowboy shooting.
Lauren, did you have yourself a good time?
Oh yes, Freeman and I had a great time, and we really enjoy unique, fun events like that on Delmarva.
To learn more about cowboy shooting and all the other cool events that they've got at the Bridgeville Rifle and Pistol Club, just swing on by their website.
Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. We'll be right back.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Now, while I was out playing cowgirl in Bridgeville, Petunia over here was tiptoeing through the tulips in Lewes.
Well, not exactly. I was with the ladies of Lewes and Bloom as they were celebrating May Day. What is it that we're actually doing today?
So today, the members of the Lewes and Bloom are walking around, people who have decided that they want to have their original arrangement possibly win a prize. But what's happening this year is one of the businesses is offering a $250 gift certificate. So the main winner, the number one winner, will receive that. Now they're walking through the town to all the various businesses that have signed up, and then there are homes that have also signed up that they want to be in the judging.
Now, this is in celebration of May Day, which is May 1st.
Which is normally when we did this. But this past year, the businesses have asked if they would move it to a weekend when there's more people around and it would draw people into the little town for shopping. So that's why we're doing it today. So it's a shame we have a cold day for it. But anyway, I have seen coming up here a lot of businesses who have their flowers out. So it'll be a nice day riding around to see all the arrangements.
Indeed it will. And talking about businesses and homes that want to participate, how do they do that?
We had a form on the website. We also were on Coast Life. Bonnie and Maureen were on the Coast Life, and they told, about the whole process and why we do this. And so it's been in the newspapers. It's so everybody should know, what it's all about. And they've done this, I believe, is their 4th year. I'm not sure. I'm a newbie this year working on this, so I don't know all the details. But I believe this is the 4th year. So, and it's each year it gets larger and larger. So we're really excited and hope this continues, because it's nice for Lewes to have a special May Day.
It is nice, and walking around downtown Lewes is nice to begin with, and to add some color with the floral arrangements is going to be quite nice, even on a gloomy day like today.
It is, yes. So thank you for coming too.
Yep, and looks like you got a good crew to go out there and judge.
Yes, we do. They're all ladies that are members of Lewes and Bloom and have been members for quite a few years. But they're all newbies too, they told me. So this is their first year for doing the judging. So everyone's excited, even though it's a gloomy day, everyone's excited.
So for someone who might want to become a member of Lewes and Bloom, how do they do that?
They can go to the website, and Lewes and Bloom has a meeting every month. It's at the Lewes Library. And you really can just go on the website, there's a form, and you fill it out, and you'll be contacted by Cindy, who's our membership coordinator, and that's all it is. You pay your little fee. We have all kinds of activities, lots of things, and then you get the opportunity, if you want to work in some of the many gardens that we have in Lewes. That they've been working all week, many of the teams planting the flowers for the summer. So there's a lot of opportunity if you want to have some fun in nature.
It might not have been the prettiest spring day weather-wise, but all of the beautiful flower decorations made up for all of that.
And despite being around all those flowers, you smell more like the Old West than I do.
The rose, though beautiful, has the sharpest thorns. Outdoors Delmarva returns right after these messages.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Springtime across Delmarva looks a little different in every corner.
And in this week's Remembering Scorchy Taws, we see what springtime looks like in the marshlands of Somerset County.
Honoring the life and legacy of Scorchy Taws, thanks to Shorts Marine in Long Neck, Delaware. Shorts Marine, everything but the water.
The calendar tells us spring sprung upon us almost 2 months ago. She's done a great job of masquerading herself, especially in the marshlands that are so dear to us. True, the wildflowers that grow in our inland fields are flaunting their beauty, but the feathered wild creatures that call the marshland home, and the coveted crustaceans that come to feed in this marriage of land and sea, have been set slightly aback, as have we humans, by the lateness of the season of replenishment. But it was last Wednesday, 78 degrees, calm and tranquil, when we felt all this changed. It was then that spring really shed its shameful masquerade, bathed us in her true splendor, and began to plant the seed of her fever within us. We drove toward the marshland to see what true spring had wrought, but unexplainably stopped at Makepeace, a historic edifice that has stood watch over the marshlands of Johnson's Creek and Pocomoke Sound for almost 3 centuries. We wondered that if Makepeace could talk, what would it tell us it was looking at this day? In all likelihood, exactly what it has seen at various times over its 268 springs. The egret preening after a morning meal, a mother duck hiding its clutch of youngsters, swallows building their nest among sea-battered wharves, a pair of gulls sharing a marshy clump, and yes, the hardy men who go in search of the season's first soft crabs. Sadly, there are those who wish to modify or fill in the marshlands. Pity man when the salt marshes are gone. For also among scores of the creatures gone will be the soft crab, the fish, the wild duck, and the muskrat, and a way of life for the men who seek them. Scorchy Taws wandering our Delmarva's land for WBOC News.
Remembering Scorchy Taws is presented by Shorts Marine, online at shortsmarine.com.
Did you know that as of the 2020 census, Ocean City has a population of less than 6,900 people?
Did you know that during the summer, Ocean City becomes the second most populous city in Maryland due to the influx of tourists?
And did you know that the number of those tourists can climb to 8 million every year?
Now you do.
Did You Know is sponsored by North Bay Marina. Outdoors Delmarva will be right back. You're watching Outdoors Delmarva presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Visiting Delaware State Parks is already one of my most favorite things ever, but now they've made it even more fun.
And they've given you a way to collect more than just memories.
We saw you guys share this on Facebook, and then we became obsessed with it. Tell me, who is the brainchild of this Delaware State Parks trading cards?
Well, I have to tell you, thank you so much for being interested. We're a little obsessed with it as well. And it all came from the idea of Sea Witch Parade in Rehoboth. We were looking for something to be able to hand out that we thought was really fun and kids could get involved and families. And we, as a team, came together and brainstormed and came up with this idea. And as we started walking through the parade, we were amazed by the interest. We actually went through close to 6,000 or 7,000 cards in one day at that parade, and we were like, oh my gosh, we got to print a lot more.
That's a great idea. So who made the art for them?
Oh, that's a great question. So we actually, the DenRec Division, Parks and Recreation, Marketing and Creative Services team came together. We did this all internally except the production. So we actually had, Sarah Sellers designed it. We had Selena Martinez who oversaw the social media, the rollout. Kristen Small, Shirley Blankers, myself came together, and we just wanted to come up with something that we thought had a really nice timelessness to it that people could collect. And we used visuals that we already had, but we actually created this kind of format and template just to get people excited about getting out to parks.
And so explain how it works. You can buy a whole pack, right?
Yeah.
Or you can visit all the state parks.
Absolutely. We want to be able to offer something for everyone, and especially if you're looking for a great gift, we wanted to offer the entire pack that you could buy at our retail stores. However, I think it might be more fun to visit all 17 parks. We're giving the cards away for free. At each park, you can pick up the park. So for example, if you're going to Lum's Pond, you go to the parks office or the store, and they'll give you a card. And the idea is to really create an an adventure and visit our 17 parks. It is easy and simple, and this is Series 1. This is our first one.
And so there could be a Series 2 in the future?
There is going to be a Series 2. We're probably going to wait some time because this has been so popular. But the thought is that we could do local animals, the wildlife that we see around the parks. We also could do some historical sites. We could do, for example, we're at Killen's right now, we could do the amazing water park. Every card is a little bit different, and we're really excited about it.
And just show me one of the cards now. Kind of talk about what's on the front, what's on the back.
Yeah, let me actually do Killen's Pond since we're here.
Why not?
So it is a beauty shot.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you. A beauty shot of the park.
All right.
And then and it talks about when it was founded. So established 1985,
65,
and then
yeah,
65. Thank you. Better eyes than me.
Good.
Yeah, and then you look at the back, and what we did is we wanted to do a couple things. First of all, a description of the park, just so people who hadn't been there get a sense of what it was. Or if you're there, you can be like, have I seen all these things? We also talk about the type of environment it is. So rivers and ponds at Killen's, the acreage, because people don't always know how many. Yeah, absolutely. Did you know Killen's Pond is 1,500 plus acres? Who knew? And here's all the activities that fall in there. And then finally, of course, because we wanted to tie in a little bit of modern, there's the QR code.
Right, and where does the QR code take you?
So it will take you to the Delaware State Park site. But yeah, so the idea is really this old, like kind of a heritage of who we are, about community, bringing more people out to parks, and collectible. And it has been a hit.
Now you can have a new summer goal of visiting all the state parks in Delaware and collecting the cards.
We're checking out your latest photos when Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru, returns.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. And now, here are Jason Lee and Lauren Hitch.
It's time to flip through the photo album and take a look at your latest pictures.
Thanks to our friends at North Bay Marina.
8-year-old Carly Coey of Seaford and 9-year-old Emmy Duncan of Laurel had great success on a turkey hunt in the Felton area with Carly's dad, Matt. This was Emmy's first turkey, and the girls are already planning their fall deer hunting trips.
7-year-old Ellie Smith of Bishopville proudly shows off her first turkey. It was harvested in the Worcester County area with her dad.
Christopher Wink of Georgetown found success on a turkey hunt in Princess Anne. Good-looking bird, Mr. Wink.
Colleen Driscoll of Delmar harvested her first mature bird on her property. The bird weighed in at 23 pounds and had an 11.5-inch beard.
And when it comes to turkey hunt success, it's a family affair, as Colleen's sister-in-law Lisa Driscoll of Greenwood harvested this 23-pound bird on Colleen's property as well. Nicely done, ladies.
Alan Scalar of Bishopville sent us a photo of a turkey from an angle we don't get to see all that often. Alan snapped this photo on Assateague Island.
Ken Fullerton sent us this great photo of an Assateague pony and her foal. Certainly no mistaking that family resemblance.
And Samantha Marvel of Salisbury sent us a couple of photos of an eastern screech owl that likes to hang out in her backyard. Super neat photos, Samantha.
Outdoors Delmarva viewer pictures are sponsored by North Bay Marina.
Well, that's going to do it for us this week. Thank you so much for watching.
We really do enjoy seeing all of your wonderful viewer photos, so keep submitting them by going to outdoorsdelmarva.com and clicking Submit Your Photo at the top of the page. Or you can scan the QR code in the bottom corner of your screen.
We hope to see you right back here again next week, but until then, my name is Jason Lee.
And I'm Lauren Hitch, and we hope to see you
Outdoors Delmarva.
Outdoors Delmarva, a Draper Media production, is presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. Sponsored by Shorts Marine and Bell Creek Equipment.